Welcome to the ATX Pest Podcast, number 1. My name is Damian Niquette. I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm going to start this off by just doing a brief introduction of myself and then explain why I'm doing this. So, I grew up in a small, family-owned construction business. So I'm a job site from a pretty young age. Later on, went in the military out of high school. Got married at a young age. Still married to my beautiful wife of 25 years come June. I remembered. Have a couple dogs. They're like our kids. They are our kids. So we're the dog lovers over here. So started in the pest control industry after I moved to Texas from northern Michigan, where I'm from, Upper Peninsula, if anyone's ever heard of that. About 17, 18 years ago. Started in Dallas, in the Frisco area. And then after a few years of being a residential pest control technician, became a lead tech, service manager in training. My wife and I, for various reasons. Number one, family. Number two, I wanted to really just better my career and learn the commercial side. The company I was working at just did residential. So I wanted to be a little bit better, well-rounded exterminator. So we decided to move to New York. That was very interesting. I learned quite a bit, enjoyed it. New York was beautiful, ugly, and expensive. And that's the best way I can describe it. Good and bad. And so we spent some time there. Wasn't too long, and we decided we're getting out of here. Going back to Texas. And Texas is just a natural pick because of my licensing that I already had and relationships I had to kind of establish in the state. So we ended up landing in Austin, and we've been here ever since. It's been about 12 years, I would assume. 12, 13 years now I've been here, I think. And I took a position for an up-and-coming company as a branch manager, where I was in over my head. Never did that type of job before. Always been the guy killing the bugs. And so, but I had some good knowledge. Luckily, I already had some prior manager training and knew how to do routing and things of that nature. So it wasn't easy. I had to work 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days for a while. And long story short, in a couple of years, I got promoted to the first regional manager of that company. I had the whole Eastern U.S. underneath me. Here all the way to Chicago. I enjoyed it. Met a lot of folks. Trained a lot of folks. And then most of my region got acquired by another company. I wasn't part of the deal, but then I elected to go with my employees to that company for various reasons. I learned quite a bit. I became an associate certified entomologist at my time there. So a lot of personal growth. But the travel was quite a bit. I was on a technical team and also an acquisition team where we went in and essentially did a lot of classroom training and then translated that into doing field training, put that into work, and then just slowly integrated them into our employee, wearing our uniform, driving our vehicle, doing our service, holding to our policies and procedures. So it was a very fulfilling position. I really enjoyed it. But travel ended up becoming the main problem. And so I left there. And for the last 7 years, I have owned and operated my own company, EvoFoam Pest Control, located here in Georgetown, Texas, in the Austin area. So throughout the course of the years having my own company now, brought on a lot of challenges, but has gone very well. A lot of crazy times the last few years that we've all been dealing with, so it's made it a little trying, but still, passion's there. One of the most fulfilling things that's happened in my career, other than becoming an associate certified entomologist, has been being awarded having a pending patent for our exterior foam treatment as of, it's been about 9 months ago. We've been going through all that process. And so that's been very exciting. So what this podcast, that's enough about me and everything, but what this podcast is going to be about is continuing educating people. And instead of educating employees, I want to be educating you, the consumer, the public. I feel like it's time to give back to that, help people out, bring some awareness. What should you expect when you hire a company? The local pests that we deal with. How can you help prevent that? How can you work along with your pest control company? What should they or shouldn't they be not doing at your home? Are you getting your money's worth? Do you have a crappy company? How do you hire a better company? And we're going to dive into all those topics. And I plan on doing as many episodes as often as I can. I don't quite know if I'm going to do it weekly or monthly episode. Weekly seems like the right thing to do. So I'm going to do my best to start knocking out weekly episodes. And hopefully bring some awareness and distinguish some fears maybe. And just overall help people get a better expectation of what they should expect and get out of and should get out of a pest control company. Or how you can do some things on your own if you can't afford pest control. Times are tough. I get that. So I'm not doing this to be completely selfish and trying to get people to come hire my company to make money. Although that would be great if you tried us, of course. I'd be a liar if I didn't say I wouldn't want anyone to call me eventually, but build some trust there. I'm here to help. You can call me. I'll give you free advice. It's up to you if you want to take any help or not. So that's what this is all going to be about. You can call me at 512-588-2998. And I'll be glad to speak with you. I get quite busy. Not only am I running this, you leave a message, I will call you back. I'm pretty busy these days. I not only taking on this project, but I do consulting for other companies as well as run my own. bringing on new employees here soon. One starting next month, or actually this month. We're amping up our exclusion efforts more and growing that division. So we've been quite busy. So I will get back to you. I hope you continue to follow this podcast, listen to the episodes, and hopefully get something out of it and help you live a little bit more bug-free. That's the goal. So I appreciate you listening to me ramble today. I know you can't tell in my voice, but I'm actually really excited about this. Y'all be good. Stay tuned for episode 2.